Hello everyone. I experimented a lot with grounding. I turned off the ground. I connected the ground. I knew that the ground brings a lot of noise into the system from all the external electrical appliances in your apartment, as well as from your neighbors. I heard this noise. I was once sure that if I disconnected the system from external stimuli, it would sound better. That's what I did. I used uninterruptible power supplies with batteries. Online power supplies. I invented earthen boxes that absorb electromagnetic radiation. But all my attempts to make the sound cleaner did not bring me proper satisfaction. When I got a tube headphone amplifier, I began to hear even more dirt and noise than in the speakers. I thought a lot about this question and began to treat grounding with very great respect. Now, of course, my systems have ground defenders and DC blockers installed. I didn't know about them before. All I realized is that without grounding, there will never be good sound. Grounding removes all voltage from the components. They become free of the magnetic field, despite the problems that grounding introduces into your sound. Grounding is very important. You can't do without this, and it's bad with it. So what to do with this? In my next videos I will talk about this. I will also show filter circuits specifically for grounding. Without them, the ground lets a lot of noise through into sound. In any case, with grounding the sound is 1000 times better, even with dirty grounding. But today I want to talk about how to check whether there is any grounding at all. It is very important. For this test, I specially prepared a cable in which I cut the ground wire. Without a ground wire, I simulate what would happen if there were no ground at all. This is a real situation. In this case, all components have 180 volts. Firstly, it is very life-threatening. Secondly, the sound will be terrible. The most important thing is that you had grounding. Just because you plugged a wire into a socket does not mean there is grounding there. The socket may be disconnected from grounding. This still needs to be checked. I'll show you how to check it. Everything is very simple. All you need is a multimeter. You need to measure the voltage between neutral and component ground. In other words, between the housing of all components and the neutral in the outlet. If there is grounding, the device will show 0. If there is no grounding, the device will show 180 volt. Imagine that all your components have 180 volt on the case. This means that a very large electromagnetic field affects the sound. This applies to all parts inside, as well as everything outside. All cables and other components receive current. I don't even want to talk about the phono preamplifier and turntable. Your entire system will be 180 volt. I'll show you how it works. Now I connect a normal cable with grounding, and we see that there is no more tension on the body of our components. The multimeter shows 0. Now there is no more electricity on the body. There is no more magnetic field. Now everything works as it should. I did a lot of tests and experiments. I listened to music with and without grounding. All I can advise is that without grounding it is not possible to get good sound. Your entire system will be in the electromagnetic field. Music will be played with huge distortions. Colossal distortions. I wouldn't recommend listening to music like that. In any case, you can check your system. But not everything is so good. Grounding brings noise into the sound. And I was convinced of this too. Therefore, I will record separate videos about grounding filters. Ground Defender. But this is a completely different topic. Please like and subscribe to the channel. In the following videos, I will tell you even more about how you can improve the sound of your audio system. I didn't know much before and listened to rough and unnatural sound for decades. But now, I can share all my experience with you.